Hello everyone, this is Grant
and Kathleen
from our home in Bogota, Colombia.
And for the next 5 minutes we're going to give you an update about what we do here in Colombia.
And we look forward to seeing all of you this summer or fall when we plan to visit the U.S.
This is Gina Rondon and her 2 sons. They are one of 5 families that we help on a continuing basis. And back in January and February we were blessed through a special donation to be able to provide 18 kids from these families school supplies, 2 new pairs of shoes, and school uniforms so that they can continue their education. We're also providing work opportunities for the older children in these families so that they learn how to become independent. I devote most of my time to the IMC ministry farm called Grant and Kathleen Bye, which is located outside of Bogota and is home to boys from dysfunctional families that would otherwise end up on the street. My role is to disciple some of these boys and to run the workshop at the farm called Grant and Kathleen Bye. We have 10 boys living at the farm this year, down from 16 last year and 25 in years past due to financial constraints. And the average age of the boys has also been reduced. In fact, the oldest boys are only 12 years old. We found that we can have a greater impact on the lives of these kids the younger they are. Each of the kids has a chance to help out with the work around the farm in all aspects. The farm animals at Grant and Kathleen Bye are doing well. We have 200 new laying hens, and we have 6 dairy cows now that are producing record amounts of milk. And we also have had 30 baby goats born within the last couple of months. So all in all, we feel that the Lord has really blessed the farm production at Grant and Kathleen Bye. Each of the boys has workshop class with me at least once a week. And right now we're studying carpentry with occasional classes in bicycle maintenance. I've had to change my techniques with them this year because they're younger. And for the last few weeks I've been working with them one-on-one instead of in small groups. They enjoy working on projects that they can take with them. So right now, like you see, Jerson working on a small wooden car, and one of the other groups is working on a wooden box with a sliding top. I encourage them to be good craftsmen and explain to them how God gifted Bezalel and Oholiab in the time of building of the tabernacle in Exodus 31. But our main objective in the shop is that they learn how to use the equipment correctly and have experienced the fun of building a project on their own. This is Amparo, one of our adopted daughters, and her 2 children, and her husband Jorge. I've been working with Jorge in the workshop since July of last year, and he's learned welding and painting and many new skills. It's been a hard worker and a great companion, but more importantly, he came to know the Lord last October, and the Lord's really changed his life, and we're so thankful for that. He's been the key worker on dozens of projects, but I'm only going to be able to show you 2 here today. One is the structure for a roof over the sand filter, and the second is the installation of some steel dividers for the rabbit shed. These are shots of the old wooden dividers that weren't very effective at keeping the rabbits separated. So we tore that all out and cleaned out the shed, and then installed some wire mesh and angle iron dividers that Jorge had fabricated, and then you'll see the finished result is much better, much more appealing, and much more effective. Unfortunately, we're going to be losing Jorge because there's no more funds to pay him, but he'll be leaving the farm much more prepared than he was when he came.
I've been a middle school English and social studies teacher at El Camino, the MK school in Bogota, for 12 years. 7th graders love the 1-month proactive leadership exercise we call Construyamos un Pueblo, Let's Build a Village, in which they design a village and tackle real-life leadership problems. One of our 8th grade students was diagnosed with leukemia in December. 8th graders are planning a Parade of History show as a fundraiser for her family. She's halfway through chemo and doing very well, by the way. Our motto at El Camino is training for life. Our prayer is that our students will become the next generation of Christian leaders in Colombia.